play some charades. Is everybody here familiar with the term Munchausen? Munchausen's? Munchausen's, by proxy, Munchausen's disease and how it works. It's actually kind of like whenever you go to the doctors and they give you the sugar pill, and sometimes it works in one direction, sometimes it works in another. So you can, excuse me, it's just your thought, your belief will influence whether or not you get healthy or sick. It's a form of magic. Nobody understands that part of it. But Munchausen's by proxy just basically means people tell you you're sick when you weren't. Now, you might not believe it, and you might just continue to just live life the way that you think, but then other people actually do become sick. They'll become sick. There's a spell cast on them. So some people will get sick, and it's because of the belief system, because internally is the only way that sickness occurs. It's not something outside of you. Everything's inside of you is to a pretty high degree of truth. It's all inside of you. I mean, yeah, there's everything. There's sick going outside of us. There's outside of you. There's even what's outside of you is inside of you too, right? Man. You gotta get it like that. You gotta understand it that way, bro. But from a psychological standpoint, your mind will release certain neurochemicals, or your body, depending on what you're sticking into it, through your eye holes, your ear holes, your mouth hole, breathing through your nose hole, it can affect you. But we tend to think that words and energies aren't real. But if you've ever done the rice experiment, you'll know that's completely not true. Ever see one's like sniffling and sad and like not feeling well, and then you make them laugh and they have a better time and then they get better. So the mind is quite an amazingly powerful thing when it's used in conjunction with your balls and your heart, because you have the balls to say something, and you have to have, it has to be said with heart. It doesn't have to. See, everybody thinks that that's something that has to be always good. Like a positive reinforcement thing. No, sometimes it's like telling people to, in the opposite direction, like, fuck the fuck off. But that's we try not to do that too often. But it's your reserved right to do that. But most of the time, this magic what's been going on is this virtue signaling by using this stigma of what's moral and what's immoral based upon some perceived conjecture by the scientific community that is not at all science at all, but using a type of psychological magic and terror on people that is no different than religion or priestcraft work, or whether that's magic work or that's priest from a church. It's the same thing. This science is no different. Science in its best form is something very, very good. But what we've been very clearly, what's been very clearly displayed to us as far as recent times goes, is that there's literally so much junk that is being provided. So just either say it more, say it louder, say that's what's important. And then that's what the scientists all agree on. In fact, they don't. The people that done, there's so many studies that have said quite the opposite. Not even quite the opposite, but like so far beyond that. It's not even that something's not real. It's that you're actually they're doing things. They're telling you to do things that are so disgustingly unhealthy for you. You know what's disgusting and unhealthy? Putting a petri dish on your face, and that's literally what you're doing. There's bacteria and mold, spores, and all sorts of shit you're going to breathe in and out. It's going to keep it warm and moist as you're breathing in and out. You put that in your face all day. What do you think will happen? You're getting no oxygen. You're getting less oxygen. Oh no, it's not what they say. It's not what really happens. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Put your shirt over your face, and sleep under your covers with your over your face, and just keep layering it on. Well, but okay. So if 10 layers will suffocate you, then one layer is doing something, isn't it? Is it not so? People, oh, but that's not. It's the bacteria. Yeah. They're telling you not to go outside because there's oxygen and ions and electricity. They, take your shoes off, ground yourself to the earth. Don't get any sunshine because vitamin D will. Oddly enough, vitamin D as a hormone destroys bacteria. The sun has been shown to make plants grow and to kill off bacteria. It's antifungal, antibacterial. It's been shown. Yeah, interesting. We go all day. Yeah, I got sunglasses on. I should have them off staring at the sun. I know. I put them on for, because sometimes you don't want to spit energy out of your eyes. That's why, some people wear sunglasses at night. For real. So you can't see your eyes. Because you'd be putting off too much energy. Your eyes might be glowing. Sunglasses have their use. But the point is here. There's not one thing that we're popularly instructed to do that is healthy for us in any way. I don't remember the last thing that I've ever viewed that the only people you can listen to are literally comedians or Hollywood that they're trying to tell you something in code. The other people that are saying things to be true, like the news and the media, Hollywood is not media. It's a different kind of media. You have to understand the media as the news is looked at as, oh, they're telling us what's going on. We need to trust this. And the scientists, that's another type of media. It's scientism. So when's the last time we heard anything that was really, really good, like healthy for us? Like, I don't remember. I can't recall, but I can watch some movies and find some really good stuff in movies. As long as you're paying attention. As long as you know what you're looking for. You can find all sorts of good stuff in movies. But, I don't know, what do they tell us to eat? They tell us to eat all the foolish stuff. And then what else how do people still not understand what television is? Look, it's not a bad thing, okay? It has been used for ill purposes, and it is a programming thing, but you have to deprogram yourself and then allow certain aspects of programming to be involved in you. You can't just wipe your entire, like you clean your computer, clean your hardware, clean your body, clean your hard drive, clean your car, clean your house, blah, blah, blah. Get it? But then you reinstall programs, but you install helpful programs. You install things that are anything. You walk out in public, you're going to be influenced in some way, and it's what influence that you'll accept and put into your system. If I clean my phone, a lot of people do this for the New Year's. They clean off the desk, clean up their house, maybe they do a little fast, maybe they'll go to the gym, maybe they'll clean the phone, right? Clean off we don't need these apps, get rid of these old pictures, blah, 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 do a file dump, whatever. Whatever you got to do. But the point is, you reinstall things into your system that are more adequate, higher levels, for the human body, like for your mind, like the things that you should be participating, accessing, like the programs that you use. You can use any program for something good, but most of them, what's on TV, most of it is pretty garbage, and it's filler nonsense for your mind. But there are other shows like that will maybe open up your mind to the possibility that things are not as you would think. There's nothing as any. We live in a reality somewhere between Westworld and the computer system and complete imagination and there's so many things that go into what's going on here that it has. I was just watching this video about somebody doing an MRI. Isn't a scan so you can see inside of the body? Well, they did that to the, isn't that what they use? Magnetic resonance imagery or whatever. Is that what it is? They took a statue of a Buddha and put it through there. And you know what they found? The skeletal system of an actual Buddha. Of somebody who actually lived. And so if we just continue this process further, it's like we see these statues that are so perfectly done that like no one was carving these. We're looking at these statues that there's no tool, the markings and things on there. There doesn't seem to be any tool work on there, or they had high technology to make these things. But inside of these statues were actually living beings, and some of them say that they were self-mummifying themselves for the afterlife. Now, let's extend this idea. There's giant statues, all sorts of crazy creatures, statues, gargoyles, and all sorts of things. What if we go and put those through that imager? Will we see a skeletal system and a body in there? I'm willing to bet we will. In fact, I don't need to bet on it. I know. It won't come out anytime soon, but they already told you they were gonna, release the UFO, like everything I know about UFOs, blah blah blah, in the next 180 days. But to say reality is stranger than fiction is a wild understatement. Especially when you start to, one person I learned this from, his name is Grant Morrison. He's an artist and comic book artist, and he was talking about using some very just simple magic. And he's just so excited about it. He's so amped up about it. It's so great. He's like, you do it and you'll see it happens. You'll see the results. Just do this. You'll see it happen. And then nobody, it's like, oh, you can't be that simple. You just mean make a sigil, write it down, make the thing, and stare at it, and just take a couple minutes and focus, and then that'll come to pass. Yes. Look at, let me show you what's in my pocket right now. $5. Why? Because I found it in the ground. Do you know what I needed? I needed a pair of socks and gloves. And I'm shitting you not, yesterday, right on time, huh? Yesterday I'm hanging out with some people, and this woman's coming handing out gloves and socks to the homeless people. And I'm just sitting there, and I was like, ain't that funny? And she's like, did you need anything? I was like, yeah, actually, you know what? At first I was like, nah, just, if they need it, just give it to them first, because I can go buy it, whatever. She just looked at me, and she's like handing everything out. She's like, well, I got a couple left over. So she gives me a pair of socks and gloves, exactly what I wanted. And the day prior, I walked home with an extra $40 in my pocket. I don't recall how it happened. I don't remember. It was like this. It wasn't a completely absurdly drunk day or anything. I just don't remember who gave me $40. It's just because I know how much I left the house with. I didn't have that much cash. I spent my last 20 on getting some beer. I was like drinking with some people here, having them beers, and so after making this magic stew that I made, I showed you when I cooked it and what it is. I did that, and it's about abundance and currency and energy. And since then, I've gotten up in the morning at just about the same time every day. My hangover, minimal, and it goes away in a second. Like, it's just like, oh, hangover, like, okay. A little early, I didn't get much sleep, but, might have a little bit of a headache, whatever, from just a day, but it goes away. And then I go out and, like, things just come to me. Music, money, food. Like, I wasn't even trying to eat, and people were like, hey, you hungry? You want something? I was like, actually, no, I'm good with it. It's got, it's just like, it's crazy. And I was like, oh, I want to listen to some music. I want to listen to some drums the other day. Walk out, and I was like, I heard some drums. I was like, oh shit, they're there. Crazy shit, man. Reality is way stranger than you believe. What is reality is an illusion, albeit a very persistent one. What's going on? Who's up in here? What's up, Kabar? Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Ain't nothing gonna hold me down. Got to keep it moving. Yeah, that one. Sticks and stones will break your bones. Yeah, that's right. Actually, you know what the funny thing about that, Kabar, is? You could break someone's bones with words. You don't need that kind of power, though. I mean, you need the power. You need that type of power and that type of energy, but not for that purpose. That's not what that's what. When somebody stopped using the magic in the direction they needed to, for better self-fulfillment. Because you could have anything you want in life without succubusing it from others or harming others. But we see a bunch of people using magic in a very in a way to extract from others. They're using magic, but I think they don't understand. They're using a different type of magic that is more connected to believing there's something outside of them, meaning like some sort of maybe some sort of warship. You know, they're on a warship. Yeah, you say worship. It's a warship. And to get what they want, they have to pirate things. Yeah. Picture quality looks better. No, it's the same one I've had. I think it's probably because the sun is reflecting off of me, and I wash my face. I don't know. Just what time it is, where I am. I don't know. But no, I mean, it was funny because when I first got the phone, it was a huge upgrade over my first videos. And then I started to normalize. I didn't notice it, but yeah, I hear what you're saying. It's much brighter. What's up, Moose? What's up, Earth? What are you doing? Tomorrowland is close to you. Beep beep, motherfucker. There you go, Gary. Stimulate someone's sense of being and self-worth with words. Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. What do you think? It's blue everywhere. Blue skies. I could go to the park today, maybe. Well, here's the thing. I'm in between on even care. I haven't watched any football season. For multiple reasons. I mean, I really don't care about the sport. But I always liked going out to bars and things when the games were on because it was just, you know, awesome camaraderie, socialization with humans and everything. Fun times. But it's the last game of the season, but we're already in the playoffs, so it doesn't really mean much if we win or lose. I don't think it does anything to the playoff picture. But I was considering if I should do that or if I should go look at some. We could do the art. We could do the outdoor venue of art, installation art. So some of the coolest shit. One of these days I got to go into the museum, and I don't know why I just haven't been in there. It's an old. I think it's because it's an old Tartarian building, and it's something kind of like something very. I don't know what it is. I can't really explain it to you. It's like an epic thing. It's like walking in there would be different. I'd be like, oh, home. Yeah, Mr. Blue Sky, huh? The first time this happened to me with really bright blue skies was really interesting, because what tripped me out was I was on the streetcar. This is about a year and a half ago. You probably find the video. I think I probably called it Mr. Blue Sky or something. The video. And I was on the streetcar and I'm looking out the window and it's dark, like it's nighttime, but it's going from day to night, and the skies were a bright blue. It was so blue, it was like electric blue, and I was like, so on my phone, I don't know if you've ever seen my recent ones where I'm walking around the park and I'm like, and I'll be showing you the sky or showing you some light that I'm like, I can't, with my eyes, I don't see what this phone is seeing. The phone is actually seeing image. I don't have any filters on. Nothing's happening. I'm not doing anything with the phone to change it. What it's, to filter something. And there's no way I'd be able to filter something to make it clean like that and clear. I mean, I guess I suppose it could, but I just have the normal thing on. And then so at nighttime I'd be going out and the skies and everything. What I'm seeing is just normal. It looks like normal skies. But then through the phone, everything is just like there's purples and hues of different colors. But the one time on the train, it wasn't through the phone. The phone caught it. It was the same as what I was seeing. It was really strange. Quite strange things. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, whoever was here for last show, the poo-poo I just took, fucking excellent. So good. I wish I was at home for it though. Because I have a bidet, that's why. I think I'm a professional bidet salesman. What do you do with your life? I sell things that clean people's assholes. I clean assholes. Hey Gary, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, sure, man. Thank you. I appreciate it, dude. I will. That will go towards. Somebody already paid for me to get into the park the other day, and I just found $5. That will get us in there. So whether we do that today or another day, but that will go towards. I will use half of that towards rent and half of that to have some snacks. Am I ready? I'm totally ready, bro. I'm here. I'm ready. Do it. Do it now. Yes, anybody else, you're welcome to also do that if you want. Cash App, $TSARXEN, capitalize the T and the X. And you can do that on PayPal too, whoever's on here. And yeah. And also thumbs up are cool. Thumbs up your butt, bro. Although I don't know, I mean, as much as I want YouTube to maintain its platform, I just hope it stops being so whatever they're doing. Fucking wicked, man. Thank you. That's you. Oh shit. Gerald. I didn't know it was Gerald. Thank you, man. Man, fucking wicked. Yes, that's thank you, man. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do today. Like it's so perfectly sunny and not windy right now, and so I'm kind of collecting the sun right here. I'm just comfortable. I don't know how far, like, because I just did the duty. I did my duty, and I don't know what I'm trying to think what I ate. Douche, the douche, the loose douche. Take my backpack off. You know what I can do though? I can probably just plug my phone in so I don't have to worry about it later. Let's do that. And then I could go to my building, which is cool. I've been hanging out there a little bit because now there's a restaurant in the building. It's like a little store restaurant thingy, and the people there are really cool. It's like everybody's kind of from the building, and it's a little bar there, and they kind of funny people, cool people, and could go there, and they got snacks right now, so they're gonna have like burgers and stuff. I mean, that could be cool. The food's been really good there, very consistent and very good. You never know, but it's not. Now that the dude don't mess around. We could maybe do some tarot. I don't know. Kabar. Oh yeah, the geeses. And quacks, the big quacks. We got swans. We got geeses. We got the Canadian geeses down here. Gary, we were talking about that the other day. Yeah, the Canadian geeses make their way down here. We got all sorts of different kind of ducks. We got chicken ducks. We got black ducks. We got. Actually, you know what's funny? I was walking around my neighbor. Well, I was walking north of my neighborhood, which is towards the city, which is not where you'd see these guys, but the what are the really tall? They're like stork kind of. They're not storks. They have the really long beak that's very thin, and they're very tall. They look like flamingos, but they're white. What are they called? I always forget the name of those ones. And he was on a major street. It was so crazy. He was on a main street, next to my apartment. But he was like, to get there, I'm like, how did he get there? Why would he be here? And he was the only one. Normally they're rolling in packs, right? They're rolling with their group. Oh, let's do this. But nah, this man was solo, and he was right next to right next to the graveyard that's behind my place. Yeah, it's really interesting. Anyways, he was just walking around on the sidewalk, And then it's like I'm walking on the sidewalk, and when you're around here, that they'll kind of move a little bit, like if you get near them. So he like kind of walked, like I was like, where do you want me to go, dude? And he like walked in the street. I'm like, dude, no, come back. I was like, what are you doing? I was like, come to the park. The park's this way. I was like, just follow me. But I couldn't convince him. He didn't speak my language. I was trying to convince him to come back to the park. I don't know. Maybe he was just like, I was like, I don't know. Did he get drunk? Did he get high? Did he just fucking, he's having him and his wife have a little tiff, little argument. Herons, thank you. Yeah, we're talking about the heron. We got some herons here. Yeah. Hey, anybody know that? Ripping in a Terran. Anybody know that? It's just this guy on a polygamous cruise. Like and they're doing they were doing a show. It's like polygamy something, here, and it's just like a party, Carnival Cruise Line kind of polygamy party. And it's this really goofy dude. What's up, yeah? It's this really goofy dude in the Speedos, and he just goes, ripping and tearing. And he's got like this goofy Speedo on, kind of a beer belly, and starts like just doing a weird dance on the ground. It's so hilarious. It's like, this dude is out of his fucking mind. Awesome. Psychic Ambar bars. What are you doing? Well, the mountains, yeah. I mean, the mountains, it seems to me to be the buildings. Most of the mountains, I would probably side at this point with most of the mountains are probably fossilized buildings. Some of them might be the giants for sure. But I think it seems more to reason that the statues are mostly the giants, and the mountains would be the buildings that they would have been housed in. Just because the size, the mountains, like, okay, I get it. There were titans and there were giants and shit, and I get there are some faces in there, so there maybe like one fell over and got buried. Maybe they were bigger than the buildings. Yeah, it reminds me a lot of, if you guys don't know this, one of my favorite video games ever is called Katamari Damacy, or Katamari, Beautiful Katamari, and it seems like the dumbest game. It's a Japanese game, video game for like Xbox or PlayStation, right? If you tell somebody what it is, they'll be like, "This is so dumb," but it's one of the most addicting games, and especially if if you smell herbs. You'll be in there. You'll be in the game. It's amazing. You just roll around and you pick up small things, and then you start picking up bigger things. And as your ball grows bigger, you become a planet, or you become like a city. Then you become a planet, and you go through this whole progress of picking up things around like a small little neighborhood. So you started this tiny little thing, just picking up small shit. And all of a sudden, you start collecting bigger and bigger. It's really crazy. But I mean, considering the size of things on this realm, that might have been not too far off. Egrets, cranes. Oh, you know what? It might have been the heron. Okay, you know what? They might be cranes. We do have swans. The swans are the great big ones. There's great big swans over here. I didn't realize how fucking big those pieces of shit are. By pieces of shit, I just mean like they're just fucking big, And I think they're cranes. I don't think or egrets. They're not. I redact my heron statement. They could be, but I remember them being more beachy type things. They're a little different. Perhaps. I'll have to look it up. The ibis, yeah. It's a long curve. I'll show you one in a little bit. There's some over here I can show you in a second. I'll walk you over there. But I'm plugged into the wall. Oh, so speaking about magic and things. So yesterday, here's what happened too. So I'm listening to my speaker, and I'm over here, and nothing's plugged in, and it goes dead. I was like, oh, my speaker's out. Gotta charge it. So I go plug it in the thing, and a buddy of mine came by and was like, we're chatting, fucking around. He's like, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. It's kind of cold, whatever. And he's like, you want to ride home or whatever? I was like, all right, cool, fuck it. So I go grab my speaker, but when I grab my speaker, it's only been plugged in to the charger for 5 minutes. and it was almost fully charged, and my speaker should take about 4 hours to charge. I was like, how did that just, you know, same plug. I've used it 100 times. There's no way it's putting that much energy through there, but it did. It literally charged my speaker almost fully, which would take 4 hours easy. I was like, in 5 minutes it charged the whole fucking thing. Crazy. Yeah, the whatever I'm looking at here are the white ones. Look, they kind of look like the things that poke your eyes out. Airplanes. Oh, let me, hold on. Whoa, hey, that's my face. It's all up in my face. God damn, you could see the pores in my schnozzleberries. See? Oh, you like the jacket, huh? Yeah, you like this? Yeah. I rock some of this, my flowers. Yeah. Like that. Cool shit, huh? You like this guy? Oh, this is the head of a it's the head of one of the Easter Isle things. Except what they've figured out is here. Let me tell you that it's the Easter Island heads, but they started undigging it and realized those are statues. So you thought the heads were big? The whole thing goes. That statue is in relationship to like the body structure. It's there. Now let's go and take an X-ray of those things. What if they were literally standing on an island meditating something or doing something? So after the beginning of the show, we're talking about these statues and the bones inside of them. What if those statues on Easter Island are actual mummified giant beings? The schnozberries taste like schnozberries. Yeah, schnozberries. Oh, quite a sizable schnozberry you have there. Tasty. Oh man, why I don't know why it keeps doing that. Now it's just fucking with me. I think I might got wet on the phone. Anyways. I don't. At this point, I don't doubt that some of these statues are absolutely that, and how that happened. Maybe if we considered a little deeper on what our bones are, and what the electromagnetic system is, and the restart or the reset of the system, and what the energy and consciousness is. Okay, if our bones are basically piezoelectric crystals. Our bones are crystal. Blood is liquid crystal. Water is. How do you think stalactites and stalagmites, turn to stone? It could be holographic in that sense for certain. It could be, but I'm gonna accept physicality into this whole thing. It's obviously here. I like last night I had a fucking crazy intense dream. I don't know if I was out of body or whatever. It was it's crazy. It was so I became lucid, and I was like, oh shit, nice. I'm in a lucid dream. Cool. You know how lucid dreams work, where you just you understand that you're sleeping in your bed in this realm and you're somewhere else, and then from there you can actually project or get out. You get out of body or actually project from there. Anyway, you look at it, whatever. You're in another reality that is fucking solid. So I was in this solid reality, and what up, Sin? So I'm in this solid reality, and I was there with this chick that when I was much younger, it was like one of the first chicks I really dug. I don't know what the hell happened. We were just good friends, and we kind of messed around a couple times. So it's super fucking sexy. Like one of the first blonde hair, blue eyed chicks, cheerleader, blonde hair, blue eyes that I liked. That was really cool. I don't know where we split ways and had divergent paths. Probably could be, schools, like new school, going to college and whatever and all that shit. But anyways, so I have a dream about her last night, and it becomes completely like full on, like it's 100% I'm here in this body, right? I'm kind of, now here's the crazier part. So I'm in this dream, and I know that it's a dream. And so what I decide to do is at the time she's dating someone or something. So I jumped into that person's body, and I watched me walk in a different direction. This version of me. I knew who I was in the dream, and she knew who I was. And I jumped into this other person's body, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is I'm totally going to rile this chick right now. And I was like, and I looked at her, and I was like, what do you see when you see me? And she was like, something to the degree of like, stop being silly, like like she didn't see me, or maybe she did. I couldn't really tell what she had seen, like, you know what I mean? It was so interesting because I was talking to her, hanging out, and we were just like friendly, like we always are, kind of messing around, like just just being fun, just jovial and whatever. And then so I was like, oh, I'm totally smashing, and I did, right, in this dream. And while we're having relations, I actually was like, all right, I had an orgasm, and when I did, like, I was thinking about it, I was like, it'd be great. I should probably just blow loads like right in this chick. But then I'm like, okay, but I know that I'm in another reality, but I'm like, I don't want to do that, because what if this dude actually, whoever the dude is, what if this dream is his actual reality and he doesn't want a kid with her? So when I did, I was like, oh, I gotta pull out. And it was really crazy because there was another chick involved too, and so me, I'm laying in bed, and this is all occurring, and so I like go through the whole orgasm process. Awesome. But it's completely just like if in this reality, if I were to like, come in your belly button, right? Put a toothpick in there, let it dry, and I'll give you a little cumsicle later. You know what I'm saying? It was super dope, but in the dream I was so hyper aware. I was like, what if this is that dude's reality, and I've just taken over his body for a second? I was like, I can't do that, because I was like, oh, it's a dream. Like, I was split between, it's just a dream, so I'm just gonna have fun, just blow loads in this chick. This is what I'm doing. And then I was like, but what if, as I'm in it, I'm like, but what if it's actually his life? And I just jumped. I was like, I can't do that. Crazy shit. So you're pissed off, Sin. Hey, look at, hey, it's my schnoz. It's my schnoz again. I don't know why my phone keeps doing this. It really wants to zoom into my nose. Do you guys don't have a cute nose or something? I don't know. What is that? Stop it. Phone. Okay, there I am again. What is that? Why does it do this? Who's fucking with my phone right now? Bastards. Okay. I might have to do something and clean my phone off. I don't know what the hell.
It's like seeing blood on the stand.
No, it's saying Corona, but the thing is, I didn't. But the thing is that I didn't. In the dream where I literally, like, it was like the whole expanse on her, and I had the whole thing occur. And then I woke up, I was like, in my bed, right? And I was like, I wonder if, and I didn't. I kind of knew I wasn't going to. It was really weird. It was as if I was literally in another reality that had no effect on this body. It was really kind of interesting. Really interesting. No, it wasn't my dream. I don't know the last time I had one. Although I have, during the first few months of learning astral travel and all this shit, years and years ago, there was a few times that there was, it wasn't because of the same reason, but yeah, I definitely had. Yeah. The nose. Hold on, I'm trying to do my Kawhi Leonard laugh. That's what he does. Yeah. I will be damned. Okay, I'm back. Kabar, are you laughing at my story? He's laughing at he's laughing at how I presented it. Yes, my stories tend to be pretty funny. No matter what, no matter how inglorious they are, no matter what kind of goofiness it is, they're pretty funny. I probably have a shit ton of. It's always funny when somebody's telling a story like, oh, and it reminds me of a time. Yeah, it's quite a few. Excuse me.
Yeah, come right here. Take it where you see above and below. You know what I'm saying?
Do it. Do it now.
Do it now.
Do it. Do it now. Oh. Kabar, what was the funny about what I said? What was it? What did I do? Was it the cumsicle part? Because that one's that's a funny thing. I haven't said that in years. There's a couple, there's like funny ideas and I don't know. There's a thing about telling jokes or stories. I can't do it on command, but this is when they crop up. It's when they pop up.
All right, we're gonna go over to that bridge next. Can you reach from there? Or do you need to go inside? Might actually be better from this side back. I don't know. The sun's behind you.
Right here.
The sun's gonna be on that side.
But right here. And zoom in.
All right.
Wait, what? See, this is why when I'm saying things, I don't know how funny it actually is, or if people are just have not. If you're not familiar with my style, my comedy stylings. It's like right now. It's I don't know. It's like hey, you fucking comedian, tell me a joke. I'm like shit. You'd fail miserably. I don't know. Have you ever hung out with people that do stand-up comedy? They may not be that actually funny in real life. They're funny in a different way. They're just good storytellers, basically. Like the actual thing that occurs is because they're usually comedians are awkward people. They're socially awkward mostly. Some of them have overcome that social awkwardness and used it to their advantage and understand that they're just social awkwardness is here. Let me try to explain it this way. Social awkwardness is an innate curiosity that children have. That comedians are so interested in how things work or what things are that they become comedians of that because of that, or they become engineers or something that involve like they're like, I'm a creative, people say that. I'm like, yeah, so the fuck is everybody else, you fucking jerk me off, I don't know, fucking get creative with what you jerk me off with, like I don't know. Yeah, we get it. Everybody's empathetic. Everybody's creative. Most people just don't use it. But yeah, it's just the childlike innate curiosity about things, and also just acting like, I don't know. Like we're all of us are unemployable. Let's be very clear, because we know too much, and we have too many questions, and it's like everybody's like, talk. You have too many questions. You talk too much. Shut the fuck up. Just do it this way. I don't know how many jobs. I've only been fired from a couple jobs. One was because I was questioning how something was done, and I was like, it's obviously easier and better to do it this way. And they're like, don't respect my authority. Like, whatever, fucking Cartman. You like to hear it go.
No, there are people right there taking pictures of whatever.
Every time you see me do that with my phone, where you see like the opposite side, I have to readjust it, because I don't know. Every time I touch the screen, it just zooms in. It's not supposed to do that. Something's fucked. Something's effed in the A, huh? What's up, y'all?
There she lost. We told her to stop going ahead. She gonna think somebody snatched her. She lost. Shut up, bitch. You can't do nothing. Come out. I don't know what the ass is going on that for. Come out. It ain't funny.
And I told you to go there for? Huh? Didn't I tell you stay on side? Huh?
Somebody gonna snatch you, girl.
Shut up, because I told you already. Don't cry, because I already told you. How many times I told you? Shut up.
Well, she's more embarrassed because she got spanked in front of a stranger. That's what it was. Yeah, it was so funny. Good for him. Got spank her though. Yeah, you know, for people that are not into the spanking your children, or like, you know, you all fucked up. Children need more like younger. They need like a good ass whooping when they're really small every now and then. That's good training, so that it just keeps them safer later. Don't beat the shit out of them, and don't beat older children. It's not a good idea. They should have already been. You know, it's like, think about it. A puppy. You train it. Most of its training occurs in the first, you know, 6 months to a year. So like for a child, their training should already be done by about like 7. Like any kind of like. So there's kind of that, you know, the fear of something, and they associate. It can't be over. You can't be overacting with it, you know. But like there are certain things like when she just like walked off or whatever. Can't do that. You fucking hurt yourself. You don't even know how to walk right. she's like 3, I think. So she was perfect scolding time. And here we go again. All up in my grill piece. There we go. Yeah, it wasn't that bad of an ass whooping. It was a nice, clean, hard one smash. And obviously you could tell. I mean, you could. Like, white people don't spank their kids no more. This is why white people grow up to be pieces of shit. It's fact. It's just a fact. Sorry to break it to y'all, white people. You know. What do they say if you about withholding the belt with a hand, or you're gonna raise up a little maniac.
When was the last time y'all taking pictures? When's the last time y'all taking pictures?
How's it going?
What's up, brother?
Good.
How you been, man? Good to see you. How you feeling?
Good.
All right, nice to see you. You staying warm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So?
Yeah, I'll come back out there in a little bit. I'm just in the middle of a show.
What you watching?
Oh no, I'm doing a show.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll see you in a little bit. Yeah.
Cool. Take care. You mind if I get a beer?
Oh, of course, man. Long.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Good to see you. Of course.
Yeah, I'm like, we have that, that's it. But then I was like, man, we actually should do something more natural or whatever. So that's why I was like, yeah, let's do it. Let's set up. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yep.
Pecking order. Where are we at here? Okay, what to do today? Should we watch the game? I don't know. 4 o'clock. I don't think. I mean, the only reason I go watch the game, I think, is to socialize with people. But I don't know what's gonna be open. What to do? Stan, what you talking about? Oh, Freddy, yes. Fat Five Freddy. Spaghetti Eddie, Freddy. Deadheads. What else? What should we get into here? What do you want to dig into? Freeloader? New Orleans is full of a very specific group of people. You have. I mean, even amongst the houseless types, you have different energies and levels of them. He's cool. He's cool. I like him, but yeah, sometimes I'm like, motherfucker. I mean, I don't, it's like with anybody else, you have different types of relationship. No, he's cool. I have good conversations. He's a good guy. What Kabar you got? He said, oh shit. That's right. You do the teaching thing, huh? Is it all masky up in there and shit? How old the kids?
Because you're gonna get an ugly face out of it.
Alright. Look, perfect.
You got a bunch of little bastards, bunch of little. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how that would work. I would, like, I don't like. In the past, I'd considered doing substitute teaching, or at least, doing. But then, then you learn about what it is, and like, okay, but teachers are good, but the system is fucked. It's like a weird thing, and it just like, well, you could kind of help these kids escape a mental prison, like how difficult and retarded and systematic it is right now. I don't know. I'm actually on the side of never, don't let kids shouldn't go to school anymore. Not for the same reasons. Not for the reasons of this virus. But because of now that they're going to be there, and they're socializing them into disorders, into it's a lack of socialization. It's this far away, but it's turning the mental fuckery that's happening right now is disgusting. And like, what do you do as a teacher? You're trying to talk to the class and you have a mask on your face. It's insane. And they have to be so far from each other, and like, it's all completely fucking insane. And then they go and they eat in the same shitty ass cafeteria with the food that's no good for them, and reading the books that are so fucking at least outdated, if not completely fabricated lies of bullshit. All based off a Prussian school system that got installed by Henry Ford to create obedient workers. Nothing's changed. Now, can there be good teachers to say, hey, listen, I know this is a lot of bullshit, but there's some good things you can learn from it. Yeah, those exist, but like right now, it's got to be the most brutal job in the world. Like nurses lucked out because of the lies. They have nothing to do now. And everybody's like, well, some of them lucked out that still have jobs. They have less to do, less to fuck with. All they're doing is, they're just and the worst part of it is, some of them are driving fear, some of them are actresses, but as a totality, nurses that they'll come out and be like, I'm actually at the I'm actually at the hospital. None of this shit they're saying is true. It doesn't, I don't know, it's crazy shit, man. Crazy shit these days. Cray. Oh, home daycare. Nice, okay. Kabar, there you go. Yeah, and that's awesome that you're like, you're doing that. Yep. No mask. Good. You gotta let these kids breathe, man. Crazy shit, huh? And it's like you're kind of, in that case, then you're kind of like informing and educating the generation that will somehow survive. Honestly, anybody that's doing the masking thing right now, they are the least amongst us. It just is a thing. I mean, I get it in some places. I know people that will put masks. I do sometimes, but like to do it like walking around the streets and just they're not sufficient for the next life. Their next life will be, they'll still have another life, they'll still move on, they'll do something, but what they'll, what they represent, and insofar as much as enabling consciousness, becoming more magical, becoming more free, becoming more conducive to some sort of society of peace, love, understanding, all this kind of shit. They can't be it. They won't be it. They're trained beyond. They're nothing more than when Joe Rogan says, or Terrence McKenna, makes the stoned ape theory thing, or McKenna's like, we were just monkeys or whatever. I'm like, nah, bro, you're a monkey. I'm not. You are. And it's like these people now are just nothing more than trained lab rats, monkeys, and again, it's not. I don't blame it on them, and it's not like a they us. It's not an us them dialogue, but there are people that will survive. It's something different that is, I don't know, is it innate? Is it a bloodline? If you really want to get into it, what if there was a bloodline here? Am I red blood? My blue blood? My golden blood? I don't know. Who knows? I mean, because that is the oldest war, right? It was between the blue and the red blood cells and the blue blood cells. I'm telling you. And what was the war for? It's, who's going to take up more space? Is death going to overtake? Was one culture going to overtake? The culture of death is still a culture. The culture is going to it's like if you put a culture of yogurt together, it lives and it's nourishing and it's good. If somehow that if somehow you let that mold spores and shit in there and overtake it, that wins. It's still living, but it kills the goodness. It kills the goodness.
Okay. Look at each other.
Yeah, the red shift, blue shift. Yeah, that's why I try to stay in purple. This is why I rock purple and red and blue and orange and shit. I mean, I'm about all the color spectrum, but yeah, I mean, if you the red blue shift, I mean, this is why they say everything's they're going to Mars. Mars is representative of red, or you know, Mars is, you know, the sky is blue now, but it will be red, but you know, I've seen more purple sky, so I don't really. It was supposed to go from red to blue to then purple. It's just like the chakra system, but hey, who knows? Who gives a shift? Who gives a shift? Red shit, blue shift. I like it. Yeah, I mean, it's all shit, anyways. So it's all belief systems, BS, bullshits. What to do next? I'm considering temperature, sunlight. Like the sunlight is to my left a little bit, but my cord will not get me there. So I think I'm gonna sit here and enjoy my PBR, my pibber. You wish you could do an experiment where you cast a spell. Well, I mean, if you took enough psychedelics or you fasted long enough, piss might help. Yeah, I'm sure you could do that. It's probably been done. In fact, most people say that the shamans, they were actually speaking into a fire or water to create language through cymatics, and they were seeing the results in physical form. They were creating. Even Terence McKenna talked about this. I forget exactly what he called it. Oh, but it's one of the books he wrote completely on this subject. This idea. It's not a subject, but the idea of him and his brother Dennis, that they could somehow create a physical object into this realm through. I don't remember all of the process when he called it, but I highly suggest looking it up. He says it was the experiments in what the hell. He said experiments, but it meant doing a bunch of psychedelics and trying to manifest something like out of thin air. That's, I mean, I don't know if that's completely what it is, but that's the general idea that I got. And he said it did not occur, but he still believed it could happen. I don't doubt it, because things that do appear to us do oftentimes come out of thin air. I mean, we don't know how it got there. Like, I don't know why I got the $40 the other day. I don't know why I found $5 in the floor. You're like, well, because somebody dropped it. But yeah, but it's what you're saying. But what if we could? You know how long it takes to get something. Sometimes if you have more energy, you can get it quicker. What if we just increase the amplitude? What if we increase the energy? And say get down a higher level, and you just drop things in front of you, because the atoms, you know, if everything is the Atman, if everything's the Atman, if everything's atoms, if everything's a tomb or a temple, I mean, what if the air around me is, right? What couldn't I form? Yeah, sorry about the thing that keeps doing with my fucking face. But apparently Something's jacked up with my phone right now. See, it's just doing that shit. Stupid shit. It's not even. There's no reason it should do that. My fingers. I would need 2 fingers on it. I don't have 2 fingers on it. Yep. Rama Atman. Atom. Finn, when you said zillions upon zillions, I'm saying that in my best Donald Trump voice. Zillions upon zillions upon. He's always like billions and billions. I'm magnanimous. Zoom in, zoom out. Yeah, and it's just yeah. Well, is it really? Thank you, JD Lyons. It's the phone right now is attracted to my schnoz. It's not. I guess I don't know. It's sizable. I assume. I could probably take one of these boulders over here and get out my nose. Billions and billions and Billy Onions. Billy Onions is funny too. Billy Onions. Electromagnetic Billy Onions. Oh, you know what I could do? I could make my way. You know what? Maybe I'll change up my motivation right now. Should I go to get some other substances to put in my face? Should I go get some kratom or something? Should just switch it up. What do you think? You guys can watch me under different chemical influence rather than just beer. It's kind of fun. And you guys can have a walk with me. What do you think? Just say it. Just say yes. It's so easy to say yes. It's so easy. Say yes. Hey, JD Lyons, you say it's grand? Like my schnoz is grand? Is that a compliment? You saying I have a fucking sizable, large schnozzle systems? So you're saying it sounds like fun? Yeah, go do that. Okay, let's do it. Fuck it. He said, oh. So let's go do that thing. Unplug from the system. Opa. Oh shit. Opa. One second, y'all. Oh shit. Yes, dogs. Oh, dogs. Let's go focus on dogs. I'll be with you in one moment, y'all. Let me see what we got going on here. Okay. Gonna find somewhere to go put this, put my garbage. Gilligan's Island. You know, I'd watched that a couple times, but I never really got into the show, so I can't really comment on. I don't know. I know who it is. You know, I have a little bit of a reference, but I'm gonna have to go pee into something. And let's see, like right now, I'm in such a mood to like spit some game, but how do you do that when somebody has a mask on? And it's also fucked up. It's a really fucked up thing. Because I look, I'm like, well, what if she's not actually that good looking? Would it be so disturbing that like I mean, what do I have to go off right now? I don't have any like signals facially whether like there's an interest in return. I don't have any like I don't even know what she, you know. Then she like takes her mask off. I'm like, ooh, you're actually broken. I was mistaken. How many people prior to this thing ever had sex with someone without kissing them? How many people have done that? You ever done that? It's a really interesting experience. Very, very it's very intense. I've done it a few times, and it wasn't because I paid for it. But yeah, it was. But like now, like it's kind of like people. You think people still don't want to fuck? People still want to fuck, but they're like scared of kissing. Like, you can go raw dogging me, but I'm keeping this fucking mask on. How many people have now at this point? That's the thing. Guarantee the numbers have gone up. Ooh, and you know what the cool thing is? Like, okay, these little guys. Look at these little guys. Hey guys. Okay, I'm gonna put gloves on right now. This journey might get sidetracked because right now it's getting very cold. We might not be going there right now because I'm thinking about what time it is and the walk back. So I think what I'm gonna do is just to take a little fucking side step here. Hold on, putting some gloves on definitely. Yeah, I don't think this is the correct journey today. Cause the walk there and back, if I'm gonna go there to get an overpriced beverage, I'm not gonna waste my money on a Uber back. It's funny because the way the streetcars are set up, if I went there I could take the street, well, I could kind of take the streetcar, I guess. It's like a buck 25. Yeah, but I'd rather walk, but it's just a little too chilly for it right now. A little too chilly. So, sorry guys, you did not get to see me get all fucking kratomed up. Oh, and now my fingers do not work on the screen because I have these comfy gloves on. So you have to give me a second. I think this is concreted what I'm doing next, which is gonna go back to my house, maybe put a hoodie on, and I don't dick around with you fuckers. Know what I mean? We'll see about this. If I'm gonna do some snacking. What's up, y'all?
She said she hated that left me.
Wait, you said that so calm and light. I don't know how I heard you.
Says nothing.
I don't know how I heard you.
Okay. What's just happening? Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Finn. This fucking guy right here. This fucking guy. Yeah, it was this fucking guy over here. Finn, I would love, I mean, I don't know what's spontaneous. I'm all about spontaneity. But it's a little chilly for spontaneity right now. I mean, spontaneous would be, could combust, I guess. But, spontaneous, like take a shit on the sidewalk, like that kind of spontaneous. That's what I needed to do. So I got to poop. Like, what do you think? Let's see here. Sorry, the glare is a little bit on my screen. Let me get to, oh, there we go. So. Kabar, your last Uber was a limo at a Walmart. That's fucking hilarious. You fucking Kabar. Say fucking word on your life. That's hilarious. Fucking. But you know what's funny too is do you know who Lizzo is? She's, I guess, a pretty famous singer. I didn't know who she was prior to it, but she was on the Eric Andre show, and she was on the Eric Andre show, and Eric Andre, if you don't know who that is, well, you're sleeping. You're sleeping. Funny fucking dude, and he does this bit. Hi, doggies. Hi, puppies. He does this bit where he says bird up. He just does these like in the streets, just running around doing like random goofy shit. And so he wears like a green suit, so it looks like he's doing it, so they can use like a green screen. But she's in public doing it, so it's so fucking retarded. And Lizzo does an episode of this where she instead of him doing it, it's her in a suit just running around New York just doing the most goofy random things, and goes up to some dude and she's like, spank my ass. It's like a homeless dude, right? Like, spank my ass, and just starts like, saying all this crazy shit, and this whole crazy scene plays out. And I was like, could you imagine telling someone the story that you met like a famous singer, Lizzo, who was on a show, on the Eric Andre show, and like asked your husband to slap her ass, and like this whole thing that played out was fucking hilarious. Ready to burn out? Yeah. Well, burning out is fine. Fading away, it sucks. Rather just fucking explode. Oh! You know, it's kind of like fucking, you know, burping, farting, shitting, sneezing, coming, and pissing at the same time. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Speaking of cum lords and pissing and fucking pooping at the same time. Your boy, the fuck is his name? Gilbert Gottfried. He did a video for, like you can famous people now they do this thing online where they'll just do like a couple minute snippet for someone. They're like, hey, I forget what it's called. You pay them X amount of dollars and they'll do a video for you. And Gilbert Gottfried did this for somebody. What's up, y'all? And he did it for somebody else that's kind of famous. So somebody, Gilbert Gottfried probably was like, it costs like, whatever. I don't know, maybe $100. Depends on the level of fame. But yeah, Gottfried out here. This is like, he just did this bit. This is how much he just say. Fucking hilarious. Oh man, my man's going the wrong way down a one-way. I love it. Yep. Oh, he's so far down a one-way backwards. How you get that far down? How do you get that far down that one way? Oh. Oh, he's. I wish you could see. My man was literally, maybe. Oh, I see why. Because there's no cars parked there. Because normally his car, and then he came down. And he realized like, nope, this is not. He should he was so far in. He should just let everyone go by, went around him. But yeah, I never seen that before. You gotta stay on your feet these days, huh? People wild out here, huh? A guy with a machete, nice. So, like, these kind of stories, while people are apt to tell really, like, in the past, if someone would tell me a story like that, I'd be like, that's 100% false, you're lying, it's so stupid, it doesn't even make any sense. And now I just go, yeah, that is definitely a possibility. I've gotten picked up in, I called an Uber, and I got picked up in a fucking, like, a dude with a multi-millionaire with I don't even know what fucking kind of car it was. He was a super, like a Lexus Gold Series, like, expensive fucking car. There's no way he's making enough money doing this to pay for a Lexus. Like, he's losing money doing it. And I got to talk with him, and it's like, why is he doing it? Like, something to do. I like people, like whatever. Like whole time just to drive around and blah blah blah. It's fucking hilarious. Picked up in a limo from a Walmart. Of course he did. The fucking machete? Of course. At this point, there's nothing off the table with how fucking insane reality is. And whether see, because of the outside influence of whatever the magic is, it's forcing people to just like lose their shit. And they're just gonna, when you say you're gonna see who's the demons and who's the fucking, like they say it like the zombies and the crazy and shit. Crazy's gonna come out of people. And it's because they weren't able to either laugh with it or, they didn't understand the energy. So it's like, it's like waking somebody up with a cold bucket of ice water in their face. It's never a good idea, but that's what reality has become for people at this point. And the end is they're not slowly getting taken through a process of going, all right, here's how magic works and here's how I'll explain it to you. But they're just like waking up and go, oh, okay, this shit is crazier than you thought. And they're not even. Yeah, you go, because I definitely don't have the right of way there, right? What's that, yo? Uh-oh. Almost back to the cribbles. Some riddles. feel like these people should go, and they're not. Oh yeah, because Walmart, that's, you know what's funny, I mean, so, like here, the Walmart is actually next to a cop station, so it's really interesting. But yeah, I mean, that's where they kind of hang out, because people are just doing, that's where random shit happens, like Walmart. People are fucking acting a fool there. People are, yeah, I've seen, like, they were, like, the amount of people stealing from Walmart recently, it's through the roof. Cute. I like that. Been very I don't know. Been surrounded by redhead chicks lately, which is something that I was thinking about the other day. I was like, I haven't seen redhead chicks around lately, and then all of a sudden, there's a bunch everywhere. What up, crow? Caw. Oh, see, what's up with my dude here? He got shorts on right now. I don't know. I'm sitting here with, like, I don't know. I don't know what this people with the shorts on. I don't know what the thing is, man. Dude, get some pants on, man. It's cold. As soon as the sun goes down, it's about to be freezing. Not for me. Cold weather is not for me. All right, well, I don't know, guys. Maybe we'll do this. How about this? Let me dip up into my Cribbles and grab a snack real quick. And I don't know. I don't know. I'll start another show once I'm in there, because I don't want this one to get booted off in case, for whatever reason, because the audio from maybe a football game is on or something. I don't, you know. So we'll call this a day. Because I almost get hit by a car because somebody goes through a red light. That's nice. So yeah, come back and see me in, I don't know, just check back. Maybe like 10 minutes, maybe half an hour. We'll see. Probably like 10 though. Good to see you guys. Talk to you soon. Be goofy. Bye.